Today's topic is discrimination against specific groups. How does it feel to be treated differently in the workforce because of the color of your skin? Can you imagine being pulled over for something so minute and it turns deadly in a flash? Or try being black in America. Every day I turn on my TV and I see a killing of an unarmed black person by a cop. And just recently I was let go from my job due to retaliation from me voicing my opinion about being discriminated against. Although there has been a lot of lives taken, you can be the next step to help save a life, better yet, make a change in the behavior of our cops. First, I will talk to you about the need to stop discrimination in the African American community, specifically in jobs and with the policemen. Second, how can you help decrease both issues? And thirdly, how your actions can benefit not just your family, but others as well. Every day, somewhere in the United States, there's a black American being discriminated against, whether it is by an employer or cops. The problem is, since the first police force was created, blacks were always targeted at a higher rate than others. Here you can see Antoine Rose, 17. He was shot and killed by an officer who, being one of the few, was indicted. When the county district attorney was asked about the protocol of police dealings with the use of force, the county didn't have a policy at all. America created black and white gaps in the job force due to how it was structurally made. And Eric Sherman, a personal finance major and author of Hiring Bias Blacks and Latinos Face Hasn't Improved in 25 Years, conducted 28 studies measuring back to 1989 and discovered that whites received 36% callbacks than blacks and 24% than Latinos. And he also stated that race has an enormous impact on your chances of an employer being willing to even consider you for a job. America was made to always have one race practically superior to any other race, no matter how hard they work and save. This is how you could go about making sure your voice isn't left unheard. On the screen you see we have 4 different platforms for social media. There's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Now these all can be used to help make sure that our voices are left unheard. And when dealing with an employer, make sure you know your rights, an employee, and be very comfortable in handling and dealing with the pressure that will come with your actions that you take next. Most times when racial discrimination is involved on jobs, there's more than one employee. Others are just scared to step forward. Ways that you can help initiate a lawsuit is bring the problem up to your boss first, file an administrative complaint with EEOC against your job. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission was designed to help bring light to different workforce discrimination cases, and depending on how strong the case is, you will win. And also you file a lawsuit and take the course of the case. Those are body cameras obviously aren't working in today's world. So there are always ways to help better our chances of making sure a cop is being apprehended. Your choice can either make a difference for your family and others, or it can harm it. Your decision on helping bring awareness to police brutality and job discrimination can help bring shame to a company and get policemen locked up. Former police officer Amber Geiger in Dallas was arrested and charged with manslaughter because of the numerous videos bystanders had and posted it on social media. If we didn't have video of her faking her accident, Botham would have been another unarmed black man murdered with no justice. Every day, EEOC has a new case of job discrimination against most times well-known companies like Firestone, Bass Pro Shop, etc. But it's up to you to stand up and make a change. October 16th, just this year, company Floyd's Equipment paid $25,000 to an African-American worker who reported racial discrimination on the site and being called the N-word, as well as being fired afterwards. Make sure you're in the know of current laws in your state when it pertains to employee rights. You can simply Google these. When it comes to killings in your community pertaining cops and unarmed blacks, know who your local NAACP leader is. Also get to know any other activists in your area and start rallies and petitions to make your voice be heard. First, we talked about the need for a change in the African American community when it deals with discrimination in your workplace and cops. Then we discussed how you can make yourself heard in a world of chaos. Finally, we talked about the difference you can make when you make your voice known and the possible outcomes. The change for discrimination in the Black community is crucial and it needs to happen. And in closing today, I want you to think about two things. Instead of trying to justify why the cop killed that person, ask yourself, did that person really deserve to die in that manner? Did you not get that job because you were Black in America? Stand up for what is right, even if it causes backlash.